This segment is sponsored by Rover of Greenville. Our Everyone Has a Story series returns to the scene, and two things a little different this time around. One, all the stories have a social sizzle twist to it, and secondly, Rover of Greenville is the driving force behind each tale. CNN 7's Jamarcus Gaston serves as our tour guide for this segment, and he joins us mountainside in Asheville, North Carolina.
On my Facebook and Twitter page, I asked you guys which place in Asheville inspires the most creativity.
My imagination went into overdrive here at the Wedge Studios in Asheville's River Arts District. I
pretty random,
stumbled into Heather Knight's artistic space.
We are at Element Clay Studio in the Wedge Studios building. They make sculptural ceramics. All this is made by hand.
Heather has always been intrigued by the act of creating.
Probably in kindergarten, I saw my first potter's wheel. That's like one of those memories that's ingrained in my head.
And after a stint as a chef and other jobs,
kind of just found my way to this line of work.
She found her passion.
It's like something I have to do. You know, I'm just compelled, like I have to create. You know, if I'm not making art, I'm cooking, you know.
Her work takes patience.
It can take anywhere from maybe half an hour to an hour to do the little texture part.
Wow. It ranges from the functional pieces to others that mimic nature's beauty.
I also just look at natural textures and kind of pare them down.
Heather's new studio is filled with inspiring photos and pieces that inspire her.
They're fun and classic.
Since I didn't know anything about Heather before today, I had no clue that I wasn't her first television crew to come knocking.
Age as to whether they are more excited.
They invited 3 Etsy artists. They were looking for young designers. They were looking for advice on how to further their careers.
The Nate Burkus show wanted her to pack up.
We shipped almost my entire inventory for them to set up, you know, on a set.
And beyond the national production, she says Nate gave her some great advice.
I think he was coming from the more creative side, so I think everything he gave us as far as feedback was really helpful.
She knows that national exposure will be good for business, but she is focusing on creating, making art that people will love as much as she does.
And if you guys want to check out Element Clay Studio in Asheville for some of their amazing works, we'll put a link to their website at our website, CNN7.com. In Asheville, for CNN 7, I'm Jamarcus Gaston.
Oh, Jamarcus, you have found a find. I love that. Very cool stuff. Thanks to Rover of Greenville, our Everyone Has a Story series continues. Next week, they are driving us to Spartanburg. It seems that you guys are sending Jamarcus in search of coffee and conversation. What happens when he gets a cup of joe with a complete stranger? We'll find out next week right here on CNN 7. Stick around to see if you made the scene as I am checking out what you guys are posting on YouTube. Plus, we prove that even penguins are ticklish. It's in tonight's viral video.